I have a problem. I've been updating my LinkedIn recently, and I realized that I've been at my current job for like 8 months now. Time went by so fast. And that also means I basically haven't coded in Java for 8 months too. See, my current job, they basically train us to vibe code. They also set deadlines assuming that we're vibe coding. So we kind of have no choice. Did you know in the first several months of the job, my manager sat me down. He was like, Chet, you're kind of working too slow. You have to pick it up. So I started asking around, right? Like to the more senior engineers, like, what do you guys do to code so fast? One of them was literally like, bro, I haven't coded a single line of code in 3 months. I just vibe code the entire time. Like I knew they were using AI, but I didn't know they were using AI to this extent. I was like, oh, I guess I have no choice. If I want to keep up, I have to do that too. So yeah, it's been many months on the job now, and I have been vibe coding the entire time. I haven't been writing code. We're trying Google Prep questions today, and let's see how much my coding skills have deteriorated. I'm thinking we start with the easy question, and then we move on to a medium and then a hard question. Longest uncommon subsequence 1. Given two strings A and B, return the length of the longest uncommon subsequence between A and B. If no such uncommon subsequence exists, return -1. In example, A is equal to ABA, B is equal to CDC, output is 3. One longest uncommon subsequence is ABA, okay, and then AAA. Okay, these are horrible examples. They only show the easiest examples here. AAA, every subsequence of string A is also a subsequence of string B. Okay. An uncommon subsequence between two strings is a string that is a subsequence of exactly one of them. What is a subsequence? A subsequence is a string that can be derived from another string by deleting some or no characters without changing the order of the remaining characters. Okay, I see. So it's not characters in a row. You can delete or add characters. I'm reading this already, and I'm like, how the heck do you do this? If we can't think of a smart solution, it's okay. Let's think of a brute force solution. And the trouble is, the examples given here are terrible too. They're like either everything is matching or nothing is matching. Okay, what's the brute force solution? You take one of the words and you're like, okay, does this exist on the other string? And then you remove one character. If it's not, and then you're like, okay, does this exist on the other string? Oh wait, the constraints. The length of the strings are less than 100. That should tell me something. So it's probably okay to do a more brute force approach then. So the brute force solution is I keep deleting one of the characters from the string and be like, okay, does that exist in another string? But that seems like way too brute force then. I just think very simple. I am thinking simple. Wait, am I? Is this one of those recursion problems where you're like, okay, do I take the current letter or I don't take the current letter? Oh wait, that might be the solution actually. So for both strings, I start from the first letter and go towards the end. For every letter, I'm like, okay, do I use this letter or do I not use this letter? And for each of those two options, I branch off into another recursive call. And then we take the max of the recursive calls. Ooh, okay, I might be onto something here. If A equals B, the answer is -1. That sounds recursion. That's their base case. Otherwise, the answer is the string A or the string B. Wait, what? You're telling me there's only two answers to this? The examples are actually good? Are the hints actually telling me there's only two possible answers? Why? It doesn't make any sense though. Why is there only two answers? Is there actually like, it's either the length of A or B, or it's -1? Am I not understanding the definition of uncommon subsequence? Between two strings is a string that is a subsequence of exactly one of them. Oh, I mean, that's true. If ABA are not the same, if these two strings are not the same at all, then sure, then the answer is literally one of them, right? The length of any one of them. Silas says if A is equal to B, then 1, else A1 is equal to B1, and so on. Is that how it works? Are you sure they have to start at the same index? Like what if my string contains AB and then B contains AB somewhere else? I remember when you code music, I make my eyes bleed when I'm half asleep. No, that's so mean. Oi. My music was pretty obnoxious. Wait, it's literally telling me if A is equal to B, the answer is -1. Otherwise, the answer is the string A or string B. Okay, people are saying in the comments, I was really overthinking into it and wondering why it's a 3-point problem. Wait, I don't understand the solution though, even if they've already given it to me. So they're saying, they literally give us a solution down here. If A is equal to B, the answer is -1. Otherwise, the answer is the string A or the string B. Oh wait, that kind of makes sense. Hold on. Wait, hold on. But this is the base case that I don't understand. If A is equal to B, like the entire thing, why is the answer always -1? can't you take subsequences between them too? Wait, we need an example. If A is equal to B, let's make A and B completely equal, like ABC, ABC. Oh, there's no subsequence that exists. Any subsequence that exists in ABC, like AB is also in the, oh my goodness. I see it now. I see the solution. This is actually so stupid. So if A is equal to B, literally any sequence of letters in A exists in B. Oh, so AB exists in AB, C exists in C. Oh, god damn. Okay, I see it now. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see if I still remember how to code in Java, by the way. So if A dot equals, I remember Java uses equals B. This is the base case, then return -1. That's the base case. So already, apparently this should already pass us some tests. You're missing a return statement. Oh, return -1. Bogus return. Marisa says, this kind of reminds me of when you ask a teacher for help and they tell you to read the question carefully. Yeah, it is one of those. Yeah, this question is actually surprisingly binary if you think hard about it. And then else, you return map.max of a.length and b.length. Is this how you do max in Java again? I totally forgot. Or is this a TypeScript thing? A.length. Cannot find symbol. Do I have to make this a function? Is that how length works in Java? We did it! Let's go! Whoa! This was way harder than it needed to be. I overthought it too. There's literally only 2 possible answers to this question. Look, I'm at the top of the world here. 97.23% of solutions use 0 milliseconds of runtime, and I'm part of that 97%. Should I write this question down for review? I feel like I have to. I couldn't get it without looking at all the hints. So this question 521. Alright, let me get out that notebook. LeetCode 521. In some ways, I kind of disagree that this problem is an easy problem. It's the implementation that makes it easy, I suppose. Yeah, so if they're already equal to each other, any subsequence in them exists in the other, so it's -1. And if they're not equal to each other, then they're literally the subsequence. Ah, alright. Man, this sucks. Okay, next problem. Let's do a medium problem. Should I do threesome, which Marisa recommended? Is threesome even on this list? Threesome. Oh, threesome is on this list, so it's perfect. Okay, given an integer array nums, return all the triplets nums1, nums_j, nums_k such that I is not equal to j, I is not equal to k, and j is not equal to k. So the indices are not equal, and nums_i plus nums_j plus nums_k is equal to 0. Notice that the solution set must not contain duplicate triplets. Okay, how? So the output is -1, -1, and 2 because they add up to 0 and then -1, 0 and 1. I have a vague idea. I can see a brute force way of doing this where every number iterate left to right for the second number, and then for the third number iterate left to right too. Add everything to a list if it's summed to 0, and then add it into the result list. There has to be a better way of doing this, right? I recall there's a better way of doing this that's much more efficient and faster. So this will be n cubed time, the brute force way. I remember there was a way you can automatically cut out certain, like prune certain options. Do you sort these? Let me copy this here. Okay. What if you sort this first? That should automatically give you an advantage, right? Because if your sum becomes too high, then you can automatically not look at the numbers to the right. What happens if I sort all these numbers? -4, -1, another -1. Wow, look, I don't need a computer. I can sort numbers by myself. So I can be here. For every I, we can do a j, right? And then we can search k from like left to right. And then we can automatically cut off the search if we see that, you know, the sum exceeds 0. Yeah, because everything's sorted. Wait, I'm trying to think, is this actually better? I use n log n time to sort this entire shtick, and then I'm still going, like, this feels like it's still n cubed time. Am I wrong? But it's like better n cubed time? Okay, it's time to code. Let's sort this bad boy. How do you even sort in Java again? How do you sort a list? Oh no. I think it's collections.sort. Nums probably? No clue. ChatGPT, help me please. How to sort list in Java. Collections.sort, I was right. Okay. And it sorts it in place. It doesn't make a new thing. Okay. I'm just going to do a sanity check to make sure I'm actually sorting this right. Println nums, and then let's return some bogus value like null. Run this thing. What? No suitable method found for sort. Oh, is it arrays.sort? Because this is a array, not a how to sort array, not array list. Arrays dot sort. I was right again. Arrays dot sort. Well, I was not right the first time. The standard out is absolute crap. Is there actually, do arrays actually not pretty print? That's so annoying. How to print array in Java without iterating through the entire thing? Oh, arrays dot toString. Okay. Arrays dot toString. There we go. Now it's sorted. So we need a I. So for int I is equal to 0, y is less than. So we want to iterate from the start to the third to last one, right? So we do nums dot length. So this would take me to the last one, -2 maybe, and then I++. So that way we iterate to the third to last one. I'm gonna have to do so much system.out.printlns because I need a sanity check so bad. Okay, so nums I. So hopefully this should get us so -4 all the way to 0. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. And then jk will be these two in the worst case. Okay, and then for int j is equal to I+1, j is less than nums.length -1, so it goes to second to last, j++. Let's print out j to make sure we're searching for the right thing too. Okay, I is -4, j is -1, -1, 0, 1. Yeah. We on the right track. For every j, we can search k too. For int k is equal to j plus 1, while k is less than nums.length, j or k plus plus. I am so rusty in Java, I need to print out exactly what I'm iterating through or else I'm not confident. I think this might not be the most optimal way of doing this, but hey, I'm already stuck here. So k goes to -1 to 2. Okay, yeah, okay. So all I have to do now is to add all these numbers up, and sum is equal to nums I plus nums j plus nums k. And if the sum is equal to 0, then that means we put them into a list and we put them into our result. So we can do a list of integer is equal to new array list, because that's a type of list. Result dot add, I think that's how you do it, right? Dot add nums I, and then I have to add the number represented by j and k into it too, jk, and then I have to add into my results. Oh, I forgot to instantiate a list just for the results. So list, I can sort of just copy this, right? They already gave me the type results is equal to new array list, and then I have to add in the main results list dot add result. I can return output is -1, -1, 2. Is it because I outputted 2 duplicates? Yeah, 2 duplicates. Yeah, so for I and j, if I've seen the same number, wait, actually for all the numbers, if I've seen the same number already, then I should just skip it. Wait, if I skip duplicates for I, then naturally I won't get any duplicates, right? There's no way. Sorry, if the result doesn't begin with -1 anymore, there's no way 0 and 1 are going to affect the duplication. Silas has done hint fix one value, use 2 pointers, one from I, one from n-1. Ah, okay, I think I see it. Thanks, Silas, for the hint. So j should still be I+1, right? And then k should be n-1. Yeah, so we're not really, but we're kind of binary searching like this, right? Aren't we? So k is equal to what? Nums dot length -1. K minus, okay, is greater than j, right? And then you can totally, like, if you're too small, then you move j. So it probably doesn't make sense to do 2 for loops, right? Because you want to move j and k at the same time, depending on how small the sum is. Wait, Silo, how did you figure this out? That's some big brain stuff. So, okay, most of this is pretty obsolete then. I'm gonna comment that out. Int j is equal to I plus 1. Int k is equal to nums dot length -1. Okay, and then I need to track a current sum, right? Int sum is equal to this shtick. And then while, what's the stop condition? I guess if we can't search anymore, while j is less than k, I suppose. So if sum is less than 0, that means we need to increase our sum, so j++, else if the sum is greater than 0, then you do k minus. So this will be the case if sum is equal to 0. Then you do this whole shtick of making a result and adding it. Oh, so this is more like n squared time. I see. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is not the entire solution, but I'm just gonna run it to see what's going on right now. Memory limit exceeded. Oh, fantastic. Why though? Oh, I never update the sum. I'm so dumb. I never update the sum. So you update the sum there. Still? My memory is still being exceeded right here. Why? What's going on? Maybe it's helpful to print out what the current sum is. Println system.println out. Println sum current sum system.out.println. What? Wait, what is going on here? Wait, the actual heck? Silas has checked Discord real quick. Oh, what did he send me? Oh, look at that. He sent me Python code for this solution. I see. Okay, I feel like I'm on the right track then. I feel like I don't understand why the memory is getting exceeded though. Also, what is up with this error right here? Oh, sum is just 0. Oh, okay, that explains a lot. I'm just infinite looping on sum equals 0. Wait, how did Silo take care of this? Else left plus equals 1. I see. So we gotta increment something in the else statement. I plus plus index out of bounds. I should do this in the front, shouldn't I? Because we do the like index checking here. Oh great, index 3 out of bounds. I plus plus j minus minus. I guess that makes sense because index 6 out of bounds. Oh my goodness. Why? Wait, why does it get to that state though? Do I have to add better checks for the while loop? I did not see Silo do that either. Wait, why though? Why am I getting the index out of bounds stuff? That doesn't make sense to me. Oh, I'm so dumb. It's j and k. I'm incrementing the wrong things altogether. No. Yeah, okay. We're getting there. So all we have to do now is do error, like duplication handling. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That took way too long. Okay, duplication handling. So when we increment I over here, so if I is greater than 0 and nums I is equal to nums I minus 1, then we continue with the loop. We also need to do some duplication handling for, hey, there we go. We also need to bring this duplication handling to here too. So while j is less than k and nums j is it minus 1 is equal to nums j, like we're the same as the previous. I'm going to take a peek at Silo's solution. j, the current one, and so if the next one is the same, then you do j plus plus, then while j less than k and nums k is equal to nums k plus 1 or k minus 1 because you go in the opposite direction, then k minus minus. I guess that makes sense. j is equal to nums j plus 1. Oh wait, but these will never hit. I might never hit these increments if like the numbers are just never the same. I have to increment them regardless. Sick. Thanks, Tyler, for the hint. Time limit exceeded. Yay. I have a feeling it's because I'm printing out so much stuff. So let's delete all of our print statements. Let's go. We're in the top 74%. Oh, this question had me struggling. Okay, let's record this problem down for review too. Oh, I should review this solution. Okay, so the basic idea is you start from I from left to right. Index I goes from left to right. And then for every I, you do j, which is the number directly to the left of me, and then k, which is the number at the end. And because you sorted everything in the beginning, you can do this thing where if the sum is too small, you move j up, which increases the sum, and then you decrease k if the sum is too big, which decreases the sum. And yeah, this is the logic for doing it. And then if you hit 0, you add everything into the results. You also kind of have to do this annoying thing where you have to remove duplicates. So if you increment I and it turns out that it's the same as the previous thing, you increment, well, you skip this loop. And then likewise for j and k, it's kind of different, but if the next j is equal to the current j, then you auto increment it. Same for k. If the next k is equal to my current k, then you auto increment, and then you auto increment anyways to get to the next new number. I think my brain already hurts too much from this median problem. I think I'm just gonna chat for the rest of the stream.